We need to get fish and chips while we're here, don't we? I wonder why that water's green. It's concerning me, that. So we're at the Grand Hotel over in Lytham St Annes, and we thought we'd take the opportunity to have a little walk around and explain to you why we're here and what we're doing. The hotel has been a client of ours for a number of years. Mandy and Richard came to me a number of months ago during the pandemic and said, listen Mike, is there anything we can do with the wooden floor in our main bar area? It's took a lot of stick over the years. Some of the stuff that was done to it wasn't the best in the past. It's been stained and then sealed and it's worn through. It looks really bad, and it shouldn't look that bad considering it was only sanded and restored a number of years ago. What's really special for me in this one is because the hotel's closed, pandemic, you know, every business that's been closed is obviously struggling, and I really wanted to try and give back to the client as much as possible because, you know, they've been a great customer of ours for a long time. One of the things I came up with is we'll certainly do our bit at cost, no profit whatsoever in the job, so I'm only charging for our time and the abrasives that's required. With any wood job, as some of you, if not a lot of people may know, the sealant, when you're using a good one, is the most expensive part of the job. I spoke to Mike Hamer, who's the UK main guy in Pallmann. It's a German company, but Mike runs the UK. I'm going to trip over here. I spoke to him and told him about the project and told him what I was trying to do for the hotel, and he was just like, Mike, I'm all in, we'll do whatever you need. So Pallmann UK have given us free primer and free seal for the job. The hotel are super thankful for that, and so am I. You want me to go down there? Oh, I bet you do. And let me tell you, this place, along with other top hotels in the UK, this place is going to be hammered. It's Lytham, it's lovely. I mean, days like today are just amazing, but this place is going to be hammered. Seriously, look how amazing this place is. You know, literally one of the most amazing hotels, certainly in the area. And it's going to be hammered whenever it opens back up on the 17th of May because people are going to be wanting to go on UK holidays. Some people might not want to go abroad, but this is one of the best places to come. I mean, the views here are amazing, the beaches, the stuff that's going on. You know, certainly a place that I'd like to come with the kids and spend some time. You know, in my younger days, I'd have had my Speedos on, I'd have done a backflip off this section. I won't lift it, it'll snap. Yeah. No, just tilt it slightly.
Yeah, that's not lifting.
It's not, there's a difference, just general tiltage.
Tilt,
like that.
Like this. Look, tilt it.
It's not, it's a tilt. You're going to struggle getting that back without scratching it, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you think now?
Cloth.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Yep, brilliant. So, we're inside the hotel, and this is the main bar area where we are restoring the wooden floor. Now, as you'll see, the floor was stained a number of years ago when it was sanded and restored. Everybody has their own opinions of things, but I'm not a big believer in staining floors in commercial environments. I like to keep them the original colour. It will definitely give us a much better chance of having the most longevity in the finish and working with a maintenance contract to keep on top of it. The idea being, as I've said in previous videos, is that the client will never have to have the floor sanded again. You'll see from the floor here where it's really heavily worn, because it was stained, it's looking really patchy. You can see how the floor was quite dark, and now where it's worn off, it's really sort of light in these walk areas. One of the challenges we've got is with this granite table. It's a really, really heavy table, so we're going to literally patch sand this area and then move it back with some cloths underneath it so we're not scratching the floor. We've got Niall over there, currently working in the background. He's using the Pallmann Spider machine. So the Pallmann Spider is a planetary type sanding system. It's quite unique on the market, really low with regards to the dust. We've got it hooked up to one of our dust control systems, so it's keeping dust down to an absolute minimum. Planetary system, an awful lot of weight on the machine, and as you'll see when we go over there in a second, it's literally cutting through the finish and the wood on the floor, restoring it to perfection. We've also got Gary over here starting with a belt sander. So he's using the Pallmann Cobra belt sander on this particular job. So yeah, we're full-blown Pallmann at the Grand Hotel in Lytham. I wonder why the colour of the water is green. I don't understand. It's weird, that. Right, fish and chips, let's go. Looks a bit different to when we were last here, right? Good. Another thing you broke.
It's not another thing I broke, is it?
Gaz? So what we're going to do. A few problems, another challenge on a job. Some of the belts have been damaged, some of the discs have been damaged underneath one of our bits of finishing kit, the Trio, and it's not been reported before we got to this job, which is not great, but you know, happens, right? But on the positive side, floor's looking good. Once we've done the edges and corners, we're going to go through the fine sanding process to make sure the floor is perfect, ready for priming tomorrow evening, which will be Thursday evening, and then sealing on Friday. Bit of a downer of a morning, but the lads are back on track and we'll be okay to be finished by Friday afternoon. So we've got Mike Hamer from Pallmann UK here today. We're using Pallmann seals on this job. We're using Pallmann 98, which is an amazing product.
Mike approached us about 2 or 3 weeks ago and said he got a project which was really needed some help to get back open again, and he told me it was this hotel, and I'd passed this hotel loads of times in the past and thought, oh, a wonderful old place, it really is.
Yep.
Classic, and obviously quite a valuable asset to the area too. So we said, well, you know, we'll support you with some product as far as that's concerned, and technical support if you wanted to. So that's what we've done.
Yeah, Mike's helped us with the products, and you know, we've got the best price we possibly could for the client to get the restoration down. Obviously they've been closed for a long time, as we know, and we wanted to make sure, you know, the clients had no income for God knows how many months, like the rest of the country in the hospitality sector. So we've been trying to help them, and obviously Pallmann have helped support that, which is amazing. Welcome back. We're at the Grand Hotel back in Lytham. The floor has been fully restored, sealed, using Pallmann 98. As we saw in previous episodes, so let's go take a look and see how it is when all the furniture has been put back in place and the bar is ready to open in just 10 days' time. As you can see, it looks amazing. We know what it was like beforehand. It was a floor that had been stained over the years and sealed, I won't say incorrectly, but with not great products maybe. It had worn off in the main traffic areas and it just looked horrendous. So we had a great chat with the client, recommended what we thought would be best for the floor going forward, what was best for them to look after and maintain and never have to have this big investment again with regards to restoring the floor. So it looks great. It's a lot lighter than it was. We've taken it back to the original oak colour on the floor, and yeah, it looks amazing. The guys have done an absolute first-class job. So we're trying to Google why this water's, you think it's green, I'm going to go with a light turquoisey blue type colour. We're trying to find out, no one knows why it's this colour, there's got to be a reason for it. I don't know, I give up, but we are finished in Lytham, the hotel's done, floor looks amazing as we see, client over the moon. We're going to be working here for many years to come. He's been a client of ours for a long time, but we've developed a great relationship with this client. We're going to be working up at their other hotel, the Grand at Grasmere, which is another amazing place. So click here to subscribe to Inside NuLife, and click here to watch our previous episode where we restore a wooden floor in a school and a domestic wood job in Bramhall. Maybe there's just no reason why, Josh. Maybe it's just naturally green in Lytham.